As a guy, talking to a girl for the first time can be scary, but it's very simple if you know exactly what to say with her and get her interest. So if you want to talk to a girl for the first time, in this video I'm going to be sharing 3 tips and the best way to talk to a girl and get her interest instantly. So stay tuned. What's going on, guys? It's Idris here. Welcome back to another video on how to talk to a girl. If this is your first time on this channel, I bring you with the best tips, strategies and advice video on relationships. So if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and click the bell to get notified once I upload videos just like this one. Alright, so before we should get started, if you want to boost your confidence and talk to any girl, I put together for you the confidence booster. It's about how to boost your confidence and talk to any girl. So make sure you download it. There's a link in the description of this video down below. So let's start with tip number 1, which is keys. What this means is keep it super simple. Now what I mean here is, for most guys, if they want to talk to a girl for the first time, they will be overthinking. Oh, how will I go about it? What type of dressing should I wear? What will I say? Or how will I do this and that? They will be thinking and they will be overthinking of exactly how to go about it. So what you have to do is to keep it super simple. You have to be yourself. When it comes to dressing, you have to make sure you dress normally. That is, wear your clothes, your shoe, your jeans and your cap. If you do use cap, just make sure you dress attractively. You don't have to overthink everything, because dressing is also very important, which I do talk about in most of my videos. After your dressing, the next thing is to start with the end in mind. Now, before you should start talking to a girl, or before you should walk to a girl and start having conversation with her, you have to know the purpose of your conversation. That's why you have to start with the end in mind. For example, the purpose of your conversation may be to ask her to be your girlfriend, or maybe to ask her for a first date, or maybe just to spend some time with her and have a conversation with her to know her better. So you have to know the purpose of your conversation. That's the most powerful thing to know if you want to talk to a girl for the first time, because immediately you start talking to her after greetings, the next thing will be the purpose of your conversation. If your purpose is to ask her to be your girlfriend, immediately you have to start expressing yourself to her. And if the purpose of your conversation is just to know her better, then immediately you will start asking her questions or things you want to know about her. So you have to start with the end in mind if you want to talk to a girl for the first time and get her interest. Tip number 2 is to ask her questions. Now, after you start a conversation with a girl, you don't want to be a bored guy. You want to be a guy that is very fun to be with, and you want to keep the conversation going. So there are 3 goals of asking her questions. The first one is to keep the conversation going. Immediately you start having a conversation with a girl and you have discussed the topic of the day, which I say you should start with the end in mind. The next thing is to discuss other things. So you, as a guy, you have to be the leader of the conversation and you have to keep the conversation going. So one of the ways to keep the conversation going is to keep asking her questions. The second goal is to know her better. Now, when you keep asking her questions, you will be able to know her better, things she likes, things she don't like, things she's interested in. The more you ask her questions, the more you will understand her better. And I'm going to share with you some questions you should ask her in a few seconds. So the third goal of asking her questions is to keep her attention. Immediately you start a conversation with a girl, remember the 30 seconds rule. Within the first 30 seconds, you want to make sure you grab her attention. So after you grab her attention, within the first 30 seconds, you want to keep the conversation going. And one of the ways to keep the conversation going is to keep her attention. So the more you ask her question, immediately you ask her question, she would like to give you the answer. So as she's giving you the answer, you are keeping her attention and her interest. So here are some few questions you can ask her. Question number 1 is to ask her, based on common interests. For example, if she's your girlfriend, you can ask her, what do you like most about me? She will tell you things she like about you, things she don't like about you. And you can also ask her a question like, what have I ever done that impress you the most? When you're asking her questions based on common interest, she will keep giving you the answer, and that will keep the conversation going. The second type of question is to ask her about her favorites. Maybe what is your favorite food, or what is your favorite place to visit, or what is your favorite colors. And I have a series on questions to ask a girl. There will be a link down in the description of this video. The third type of questions to ask her is questions based on her personality. For example, you can ask her, who is your best friend? And if she tell you about her best friend, then you can ask her something like, what do you like about him the most, or what do you like about her the most? People do say, show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. So the more you keep asking her those type of questions, the more it will help you to keep the conversation going. And the more you keep the conversation going, the more you will be able to keep her interest. So tip number 3 is to be confident. Now, when you are talking to a girl, you want to be confident of yourself. You don't want to be a shy guy, or you don't want to be a guy that is being creepy or not being confident of yourself. For example, when you are talking to a girl, you want to keep eye contact. Most girls, when they are talking to you, they don't like to keep eye contact with you. Sometimes they may feel shy around you, but the more you keep eye contact, the more it will increase your confidence, and it also shows you are confident. So when you are talking to a girl, you want to be confident of yourself. You want to speak confidently. You don't want to be creepy, or you don't want to be shivering, or maybe talking like you are scary of something, or maybe you are scary of her. So don't forget to download the confidence booster. There's a link in the description of those videos. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, click here to watch recommend videos, and I will see you in my next video.